Hi everyone, welcome to August 2017. Wanted to pop in here real quick and do just a little bit of a hello. Let you guys know that as of now, private readings are back to normal. Thank you so much to all of those that ordered a private reading and put up with my nonsense. I had just a whole bunch of stuff happen right before I left Indonesia, which was like so typical of the whole experience there. Dealing with immigration. They held my passport hostage for like a month, and it was like the day before I had to go when I finally got it. So I spent like 3 days waiting, systems down in Jakarta and all this, like, I don't know, it was just like a total mess. But so thank you for those that put up with me. And yeah, so it'll be back to normal. Also, quick announcement for freebies for Leo, okay? Every month, whoever's birthday month it is, I will be offering free solar return reports. So if you order a tarot card reading, I'll include, it's like a 20-page report that talks about the themes for the upcoming year based on your birthday and your residence location, okay? So it's kind of like a snapshot analysis of things that you can expect with your specific transits and things like that. It's kind of a cool report. I ran one for myself for being here in Budapest on my upcoming birthday in September. And I don't know, it's kind of cool to look at. So that's available for you as well. I'm gonna be doing a Bali video, another one. I know I already did one regarding the astrocartography, and I'm gonna do another one now that I know a little bit more about it. Kind of analyzing what happened when I was there and kind of associating it with transits, things like that. And also being here in Budapest and how it really is going to be affecting my chart. And like I said, I am offering astrocartography analysis in a more simple form for some of you who are interested in vacationing or moving to a new city and whatnot, just so that you can kind of get an idea of how the planets will shift and the possibility of having different aspects of your personality kind of be activated based on where your planets are located. So it's kind of a cool thing. And I will be doing that probably in the next month, as well as my new astrological video for Venus. I did one on Chiron already, and I have a whole new format that I'm going to do for Venus, which I'm pretty excited about, because the first one was kind of just like haphazard, just kind of threw it together, but to hopefully make it more valuable for you so that you can understand how your Venus affects the way you love and interact with people and the way that you appreciate beauty and life in general. So keep your eyes open for that, and that's it. I'll let you guys go. Thanks so much. Bye. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your August reading, and happy birthday. I'm super excited for you guys. You know what I was thinking when I was preparing for these readings, because you're the first one I'm doing because it's your birthday month, so I do the birthday month first, or that's what I've started doing. And I realized that Leo is the sign that I have the least requests for privates from Leo and about Leo. I don't think you guys, I would give you the crown of being the least problematic sign in the zodiac. And I think that's awesome. I never really thought about that before until just today. I was like, that's such a weird thing to think about. It just kind of popped into my head. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started, because we do have some crazy stuff coming up this month with all the eclipses and everything. Because this is tarot, I am going to be trying to keeping astrology out of it because I'm still learning, but I may kind of bring it in a little bit here and there. But I know some of you know that I'm trying to learn, but I want to keep this more pure intuition based, okay? Oh, well, and here we go. The King of Wands, the card of Leo. Such a beautiful energy to have during your birthday month, your solar return, coming in, feeling good. A lot of progress has been made over the past few months, and a lot of progress will continue to be made over the next upcoming months. King of Wands is a sign that you in some way may be feeling complete, okay? Or a cycle or a circle in your life has come to a point, like a point of, you know, being finished, but also even like kind of like a point of no return as well. Like you're no longer recycling those bad or toxic patterns, and you've maybe hopefully shed them for good. You know, King of Wands is a very progressive and aggressive energy, meaning aggressive toward life, a very strong will, a very strong spirit, being ruled by the sun. You have a natural power within you, and here you are exhibiting that and using it to its fullest abilities. A Knight of Swords. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me it's coming out challenged. This is the card of Gemini. You know, air signs were a little bit problematic last month. I remember, like, they were all kind of acting really strange, and there was just something going on. And you may still have unresolved issues. You may even have someone that's kind of trying to, like, steal your thunder, if you will, or steal your magic, or, you know, someone that is causing some disruption of some kind. I see this as being a very, like, me type of person. It doesn't always have to be, but, you know, it's kind of like their agenda or nothing. And it can be difficult, especially for Leo. Oh, sorry guys. I'm actually living on a much quieter street here in Europe as opposed to Bali, but once in a while there are cars that go by. But, you know, Leo does have that, you know, the ego associated with it. I mean, you're the sun, like, there's no problem with that, like, go for it. But when you have two people that are very, you know, very needing of something, it can be a little bit challenging. I'm not going to say it's that bad, because an air and fire combination is usually very beautiful and can be very harmonious, and you do work well together in general. But when something goes wrong or something goes awry, it can be, you know, it can ignite things. Eight of Pentacles. Seems to be like there's been a lack of focus. This is coming in the foundational position, so it's kind of gotten you to where you are now. Like, maybe you lost sight of the goals a little bit. You lost sight of where you were headed or where you wanted to go, and I think you're getting back on track. I'm so happy the Leo card is coming upright, because I think you're like readjusting. It's going to be a very practical month for you. Things are going to move forward in practical, where practicality may have kind of taken a back seat a little bit. Hanged Man, you know, having that blindedness. You know, we do have the Neptune in retrograde right now, and it does feel like almost very dreamlike, you know, dreamlike state. And sometimes it can be confusing, and we really don't see where our path is, you know, and it can just feel like we're just lost. And both of these cards indicate to me that maybe a lot of you are feeling that way, just like, where am I supposed to be? You're right where you're supposed to be, okay? I just want you to know that you are right where you are supposed to be. Judgment coming up for you. Okay, some of you may be coming to terms with certain things. You may be being forced to be honest with yourself. You know, judgment is like an angel coming down, and it's like, it is a point of choice. You know, a lot of people don't, I'm starting to learn more and more. I'm like relearning the tarot, and judgment is like, if you don't accept the truth, or you don't accept honesty, the honesty that you feel within yourself, you can either, you can choose not to take it, and it's going to take you down kind of a difficult road, okay? That's usually where the devil and the card of death come in, all right, if you take that route. Or you can accept the truth and lean into it and align your heart and your mind with truth and honesty, and your road will be a lot easier, and it will take you into the next place. So this is actually going to become a turning point for you, where you really are going to have to decide which track you want to be on. Now, you may need to accept truth about someone, and that may be hard, you know, but if they're not in alignment, because I'm seeing that this is not someone that is probably very much in alignment with you. I mean, you're operating at two very different rates, two very different paces. And this could be, you know, maybe even some of you fell in love very quickly, you know, with this new moon that we just had like last night when I'm recording this video. You know, some of you fell in love, or some of you had a really like brief affair, or something that was like really more of a flash of lightning. But that flash of lightning moment, whatever it was, is bringing you to this state of enlightenment and honesty. And then on your mind, the Knight of Wands. I don't know if this is the same person, or it could even be you as well. Let's adjust the card so you can see. Okay, this is the card of Sagittarius. It's interesting how you're all like kind of looking into the past. So I don't know if you have had, you know, if there's someone on your mind but someone else came into play, or someone else kind of came into the realm of your world, or if this is you and this person makes you feel alive in some way, but it's also your sense of feeling alive is kind of getting in the way of your track, like your life, right? Can speak to you in multiple different ways. Please, when I'm doing these readings, like, use your own intuition, because I try to keep it open and broad for you to make up your mind, or open and broad for you so it can apply to most people instead of getting so specific. But I am seeing, you know, two specific energies, whether it's the same person, one is you, someone else, or what, but they're all heading in the past. And I'm wondering why there's such a past, you know, looking onto the past. I'm wondering if maybe some of you had like a remembrance of something, you know, something came up or occurred with someone that reminded you of someone else. Or it's like a similar pattern. I'm getting the theme of patterns. 5 of Coins. Be careful which path you take, right? Because if you are going down that path where your intuition's like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, you're going to end up regretting that you did it. And you're going to end up regretting, you know, shut out and isolated and hurt. And a Leo can give like no other person can give, or no other sign can give. Like, you have this insane, you know, ability to be fiercely loyal and to be so intense when it comes to partnerships and friendships, even family, you know. And so when you don't get what you want, or this other person cannot match you, you then feel like, oh, well, I shouldn't have given, I shouldn't have done so much. And I think that there's going to be that moment, or if you haven't already received that moment, when you're like, okay, this is not in line with where I need to go. This either partner's not right for you, or the path that you are taking with your partner is not right for you. Something like that. But be very careful about where you invest your time and your energy. See, and now we have death. Remember what I said, if you don't go down the path of truth and of goodness for yourself, you know, your own emotional health, it's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. And I'm wondering if there is something that has come up again, or resurfaced, or someone new is giving you the same feelings that someone else gave you. Okay, because the back, where there's definitely something going on in the past here. But this is an opportunity for you to make sense of things. Sorry, I mean to shake the camera. To make sense of things from the past, to make sense of what happened, you know. This can be intense, you know, death for sure. It's a Scorpio energy. It's that, you know, tearing down of structures in order to rebuild again. And that's what's going on. It's what's been going on for the past few months, so I'm not too concerned about it. Something wasn't fair. Maybe timing was off. Right? Maybe someone amazing came into your life and it just had to be like very quick. Maybe some of you are having a breakup, or you're afraid of having a breakup. Let me take a drink real quick. You're afraid of having a breakup, or you're afraid of someone mistreating you, or being mistreated again. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to check on that. You know, or there's like, be careful that you're not acting against yourself. Because a lot of times justice, because like I said, I'm relearning the tarot. And justice can be, you know, it's associated with God's law or natural law or like the law of attraction, you know, consequentialism, you know, living in one big consequence kind of thing, however you want to see it. And don't, you know, there's no need to work against yourself by going against what you know to be good and what you know to be true. If you go against this feeling of intuition, of knowing that something's bad for you and doing it anyway, you know, if you go against that and you do something regardless of how you're really feeling about it, it's going to take you down a difficult path. Like, it's a choice, and this can be a beautiful thing. The tendency is to follow feelings, right? The tendency is to follow our emotions and our guts. Another card of Scorpio, maybe some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, or there may be someone in your realm, okay, that is very deep. Let's say that. Someone that's very deep. It could also be the same person, okay? And there may be like an attraction because of how different they are. There could be an attraction because they exhibit, you know, the intensity. Maybe there's a level of intensity that you're needing or that you're feeling like maybe this person really makes you feel alive, makes you flutter, makes you feel strong. Nine of Wands, someone let down their guard. Let down their guard, let someone in, became vulnerable, became raw. Six of Pentacles reversed. You know, there's an essence of lack of resources here. There seems to be someone that's very demanding, and Leo being such a, when you get to a point, you become very giving, you know, and when you get to that point of wanting to give, when someone penetrates the, you know, the fire-like exterior and they really get to you, it's like, here, take everything I've got, you know. I think that's a Leo, Virgo, Libra kind of thing. Here's everything, and you just give. But that's something that happened in the past before already. And where did it get you? You know, where did it get you? The Sun, your card of Leo, the Sun. Don't turn your back on yourself, you know. Don't justify things. Don't rationalize things. You know, if someone comes in and they make you feel good, you know, just enjoy it and be happy in the moment. And there may be something that you don't necessarily need to make into something else. You don't necessarily need to create this whole big thing out of it. It doesn't need to be, I'm feeling inspired to say, it doesn't need to be forever and always. I don't know why I'm feeling the need to say that. That may be depressing for some of you. It's not meant to be depressing, it's meant to be liberating. To enjoy the differences, to enjoy the intensity, to enjoy the depth and the commitment to the connection, and just allow yourself to indulge in this beautiful moment or these beautiful moments. But please do not ignore what your spirit guides are really telling you. Maybe there's incompatibilities, you know, in the physical world. There are physical things. See, there's a sense of like where the practicality and the physical aspect of the situation they're not quite adding up. I'm wishing that some of these, I wish that these were upright, and I kind of wish these didn't come out. So you're getting like 4 pentacle cards that do indicate dissatisfaction with the physical or dissatisfaction with the outcome, okay? Like what you've manifested. And this can be difficult when you're hanging on to it. Okay, yeah, it can be difficult when you're hanging on to it because you're trying to make it something that it's not, or trying to make it something that you know it can't or won't be. And as humans, you know, like you can have a soul connection with someone, but as humans, you know, it's important to remember that we have personalities, we have backgrounds, we have cultures and all sorts of things. So a lot of times those factor in, and it does make it very difficult. And if someone, likely this other person, isn't necessarily willing to change, Scorpio energy, Gemini energy, they're not like the most willing to sacrifice who they are, I guess. And if that's the case, then it's going to leave you feeling depleted. And see the Empress reverse as well. I don't know if you're going to truly be able to harvest, truly be able to reap the rewards, reap the benefits. Now, if you're in a relationship and you're married and like this is your life, it's likely just an issue that you're dealing with, you know. And if you're single and maybe you met someone, or maybe you haven't met someone, it's important to be cautious when you're dating and you're going out there and you're like, okay, I'm wanting to find someone, I'm wanting to do this. But if you feel like the flutters and you feel that deep connection, to not put practicality on the back burner, because it's that practicality and that intellect, all right, that are going to need to be in alignment with your heart and your emotions. And if your mind is saying one thing and your heart is saying another, it's going to lead to some disappointing results, right? And that's what I mean by leaning into your intuition, leaning into your truth. And if someone's not right for you, then that's fine, you know. Or if there's some path that you and your partner are taking and it doesn't feel right and you're just like not getting what you need out of it, that's fine. You just find a different path, you know. And to be able to let go of the expectations and to let go of the demands of other people. The star is a pathway toward the light. The star is if you listen to your intuition. You know, you have two directions. You can either go into the moon energy, which is a very vast unknown, or you can move into the star, right? Moon or the star. And don't forget, the stars, okay, are suns. The light of the suns. So there is celestial energy all around you, and you have the opportunity to reap the benefits of that and to live your life in accordance with your true self, okay? Six of Wands. See, I think that you're going through a hard time right now. I think you're having some difficulties. I think you are like in a period of change. You are maybe feeling like you've lost, or you are losing, or you may be dealing with someone who's very self-centered. Again, the King of Cups and the Knight of Swords, when those two kind of come together, I feel it doesn't have to be Scorpio, it doesn't have to be Gemini, it can be Virgo and Capricorn or whatever. It doesn't matter what sign they are, but it's these vibes, these archetypes. They're different elements of their personality, and it can be air and water contained in one person is a very confusing person to deal with, to talk to you know, do whatever with. King of Pentacles. You're hoping, I believe, you are hoping that this person can give you everything, but your hopes and your fears need to be very, very closely examined, because, you know, when you hope for something, it's the same as fearing something. It does project out into the universe that there is lack, that you are lacking something, and that there is scarcity in that area. And the Nine of Cups speaks to pride and ego. You know, you may be dealing with an ego, and maybe you have an ego as well. And like I said, if this was someone new that came in and you really connected, and maybe it was like a very soulmate quality type of thing, because I often see a fire and water as being that, or like an air and water, or earth and fire, you know, those types of connections, because you're so opposite and you're so different. and one part of them can set you to the moon, and then the other one can send you to the depths of the ocean, you know, the other side of them. So I feel like this person has the potential to push you on a roller coaster, or you have the potential to push each other on a roller coaster, and it's something maybe that reminds you of something else. And to be cognizant, to be aware that you aren't repeating and recycling toxic behaviors that have not served you in the past. Now is an opportunity for you to head away from the difficult parts of life and move into the more easy flowing parts of life, okay? It's so important for you to have learned the lessons over the past 6 months to a year, and to begin to apply your newfound knowledge and wisdom. Three of Swords. I don't know if whatever track you're headed on, or whatever thing happened or occurred, I don't know if it's going to have the fairy tale ending. Again, if you're married and you're in a relationship, whatever path you're on, something is coming to a close, but it's for the best. Always for the best. And if you're feeling anxious and knots in your stomach and feeling frustrated and all of this, if you're feeling all of those things, that's a sign that it's not right, you know? Two of Wands. You obviously have felt very lost, not sure. All cards leading to this is like, where am I going? What am I doing? You're right where you need to be. You've learned the lessons you need to learn. Remember to tap into that. This is a card of wisdom, all right? She represents the divine feminine, which is your intuition and your emotion and your direct line with your creator, with the universe, okay? And she unlocks, you know, or removes the veil between you and the ether, all right? So right now I feel that that veil is very, very thin, and you have readily accessible access to your higher self, your most intelligent self, your most self-loving self, okay? So pay attention to what your most self-loving self is saying to you. Queen of Wands. So I don't know why I immediately got that this could be the same person here. I don't know why I'm seeing this as someone else and not you. I'll speak openly. For some of you, it could be you. For others, it could be the other person. Because this is like feeling depleted, feeling like you don't want to give, or feeling like you don't have the resources to give, and being fearful and afraid to take the proper steps, okay? Your more divine self, okay, the Empress, your more divine self. I'm getting all sorts of like the feminine, okay, the female side of it, the intuitive side, is being blocked. Like it's really, really speaking to you, but when it comes time for you to act upon the messages that you are receiving, you're having a difficult time, likely because someone else's, you know, it would be at someone else's expense. Okay, you know, you're not being honest. Don't let your pride and your ego get in the way. At this point in time, what you're hoping that this person can give, this person has not given it. So by investing so much in them, and by investing so much in what they are doing, and, you know, putting yourself on the back burner, which is not the most Leo thing to do, you are acting against natural law. And natural law is the alignment of your thoughts, your heart, and your actions. Thoughts being swords, heart being cups, actions being wands, and, you know, manifesting being the coins. You're not manifesting what you're wanting, okay, or what you think you want. I feel like you're like saying, I hope this person is awesome. I hope this relationship begins, or I hope this, I hope that. But again, the more you hope, the more it projects the lack of having something, and then the more likely it is that you're not going to have it, okay? Be super cognizant of how honest you're being with yourself, even if it means that you are wrong about something. Even if you're wrong about something. King of Swords. King, king, king. Queen, queen, queen. I know she's not a queen, but she is to me, the high priestess. Okay, queen, queen. All the kings came out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like the cups, swords, really is this person, okay? It really is someone else. It really is like a tough, difficult, but altogether good and altogether loving and caring and gentle and all of this. You know, the kings are all upright, every single one of them. So it's not that this is a bad person. It's just the amount of energy that they require, and or that they demand, maybe. Some of you are having a difficult time seeing your way out of this. Well, you know what? The hardest part is being honest. The hardest part is being honest of what's right for you. That's the first step. So take that first step, be honest. Really ask yourself if your heart, mind, and actions are in alignment. Because if you're acting against what your heart and your mind are saying, then you're not going to get the results. If you're acting in a way that's in line with your thoughts, but your emotions are holding you back, then you're going to get disappointing results. So they all three must be on the same page. And the Emperor reversed. Interesting how many like royals we're getting. So opposite, so different. The Emperor reverse is very unavailable, very emotionally unavailable, unattainable. Sorry, someone's rolling a cart. And I have to have my window open because there's no air conditioning and it's hot. So and the Strength card reverse doesn't surprise me, okay? Just because the female aspect is here. Don't forget your power over the physical world, the lion representing the physical, okay? And the infinity representing your immortality. It's really important for us to acknowledge our responsibility in this life, for creating for us the best possible life, and for acknowledging that every person has their own path, that every person is their own soul, and their soul is here on this planet to learn something, and it is not your responsibility to teach them. It is your responsibility to learn your own lessons and to learn how you have the power to create your own world, okay? And if someone is struggling and having a hard time and you want to support them, that's fine. But please do not allow them and their path to take away from your path, okay? And I see that coming out with the Strength card coming out. It's just a reminder. It's not bad. It doesn't mean you're a weak person. It doesn't mean you're anything other than what you are. And like I said, Leo is a beautiful sign. It's for me, with my channel and the people that I attract, it's the least problematic sign. Okay, and so you have so much goodness, and there's really no reason why you need to sacrifice that for someone else. You know, if they want to get their stuff together and whip up to shape, then that's fine. They can do that, but they must do that on their own fruition. It's not your responsibility, okay? I believe it's going to be that Judgment card coming out that may be the most difficult part of this, is the choosing what's truly right versus like feeling like I have to work to do so much. I'm not saying we don't all have to work, we do, but you know, especially with love and relationships, you do have to work, but it's like the wrong kind of work, you know? And so just be honest, be aware, and remember that your life doesn't have to be so difficult sometimes. Sometimes we do cause that, and we do create difficult circumstances in regards to relationships. So, okay, I will leave you with that, Leo. I wish you nothing but the best this month. Happy birthday, like I said. And that's it. Thanks. Bye-bye.